Hello everybody and welcome or welcome back to my channel, the place where we make fun of the morons we see out here on the road, a bit like this one from David S, who mounts the pavement in his little car there, the same way as he mounts his blow-up doll that he calls Angel, enthusiastically, keenly and with zero shame whatsoever. Or this mug in the murk from Manu, who despite his parents waiting and wasting 9 months waiting for him, can't be bothered to wait 2 minutes for the lights to turn green. Or what about this other impatient, incomplete jigsaw puzzle driving the Audi from Julian and Elaine, whose brain obviously processes logic and information the same way as a fax machine would process a sheet of pasta. Or even this real unplugged toaster driving this black car who obviously hasn't got a clue how to turn a corner or what side of the road he needs to be on. But then again, nothing quite fans the flames of stupidity, like sitting in the middle lane for no reason at all or moving to the right without checking your mirrors. How some of this lot get through each day is beyond me. Now when it comes to displays of all-round driving dysfunctionality and belligerent roadcraft, nothing quite beats that is the white van man. Just look at the prowess of his van driving abilities there. He makes getting almost T-boned on a dual carriageway look easy peasy. Here's Stuart on the M4 at night. Now when you're coming off at the next junction, which is very close, where do you want to be? I'll tell you exactly where you want to be. You want to be in lane 3 to cut across to lane 1. Now if the police ever stop that plank and say, why was you driving like that? And he replies, well, my brain works as well as a paper fire blanket, they will not disbelieve him. On board with Red Eye 714. Now anyone who drives in and around London for a living will tell you this is one of the most regular hazards they ever have to negotiate. A TfL licensed crash test dummy, aka pond life in a Prius. Now we all know it's a parent's job to bring up their child and bestow some wisdom and knowledge upon them. Well, by the looks of it, his parents gave up as soon as they brought him back from the hospital. Now we see a lot of schmucks in these videos who don't stop at red lights. Well, this damp raggy just stops for no reason at all and causes a free car pile up. That's a special kind of stupid right there. On board with Rick, just carefully filtering down these 2 lanes of stationary traffic there, gets to the front. Light turns green, but Rick's progress is somewhat halted by the donut in the Range Rover, whose rocking horse definitely stopped rocking a long time ago. Range Rover, more like hungover. Okay, so here's John in his truck and he's following another truck. And they're both joined by this muppet who's got all the mental capacity of a stuffed moose's head above a fireplace. And he scored a perfect trifecta of 3 offences in 1. As we can see, Mitch is approaching a little brow of a hill and a brow of a hill that goes round the bend. So what better place for this bedbug-brained flake to stop and reverse just because he's missed his junction? People just don't think, do they? And here's another knuckle-dragging mouth breather from Locke, who definitely was taken out the oven far too early in my opinion. So here's Daz just driving down this little high street here, and of course a dunce in the old 61 plate BMW, he's not going to stop for anyone, is he? Daz put that up there, cheers Daz. Now you can look at a driver like that and just say to yourself, well, it's not a case of if, it's just when really. And now this meatless meatball needs to negotiate this small roundabout, which he fails at miserably as he just hits a car in the side. Seriously, how'd you just hit a car? What's bang in front of you? Here's Matt going down the motorway. Now, a lot of men suffer from male pattern baldness. But the cretin in the BMW 1 Series speeding down the hard shoulder, well, he's suffering from male pattern dumbness. Here's Nick, the old school trucker. And some of the chances that you see car drivers taking with moving trucks will literally give you goosebumps. Bit like this low capacity non-reader. That right there, that ain't a goosebump. That's a shiver that's looking for a spine to run up. Got this from Ryan, and by the looks of it, he's in the truck as well. And look what we've got here. Joe Blunt, 2 Bob Recovery Service, driven by Gormless Gordon, brain transplant donor survivor. And obviously, part of Gordon's rehabilitation is getting in a flatbed tow truck, driving up and down the motorway until he gets bored, and when he's had enough of that, tries to get stuck on the Grass Central Reservation there. But by some miracle, he don't get stuck, and it looks like he's going to be able to make it back to the infirmary ready for medication time. And staying on a similar theme, I present to you this Burke in a Merc, aka Captain Oblivious. If confusion and ignorance ever got together and have a child, that's exactly what it's going to look like. Guys, if you like what you've seen so far, would you mind hitting that little like and subscribe button down below if you haven't done it already? Thank you. Right, let's have a look at some more idiots. Here's Ludmilla. When you got to ask yourself what's going on, when you see someone try and do a simple thing like going round a roundabout and turn it into an insurmountable task. I mean, who comes up to a roundabout and turns right? Seriously. This is from Anna, one of my American viewers, and this is Tennessee, the home of music, Elvis Presley, excellent barbecue, to name but a few. And it appears it's also the home of one half-baked, low-capacity cupcake who just turns right across a lane of traffic. Apparently they was on their way to Taco Bell, not because they was hungry, because they think it's a new Mexican phone company offering good deals. Here's Musa going up Park Street, which is a one-way street in Mayfair. He's going the right way, of course. But hang on a minute, there's a celebrity coming towards him. Yeah, I know him. He's a lead singer of a new boy band, Wrong Direction. So Shabra's behind this BMW and something's not right. I can't put my finger on it, but he's observing the speed limit and he's not driving recklessly. This makes me nervous, but no, he saw the red light and that snapped him back to reality and he reverted to BMW default driving style, which is brain out the window, right foot into the floor and trust in the power of prayer. Here's John going round a roundabout, which in itself is a very simple task. It's not rocket science, is it? But unfortunately, this blunt axe driving the little black car sees negotiating a roundabout as a chance to conduct an experiment in natural selection. But give him a chance, he's only got 2 brain cells and one of those is on sick leave. This is from Alan in Windermere. Now, amongst other things, Windermere is best known for its beautiful lake and its outstanding natural beauty. And judging by that red car in front, it's also known for outstanding natural backwards driving behaviour. Yeah, he's definitely got a learning curve flatter than Lake Windermere on a calm day, that one. Okay, so as we can see, we've got the forklift there, busy unloading that truck at the back. And as you can see, there's still one pallet left in the back of the truck, but then it starts moving off. But hang on, it's not just the truck what's moving, let me tell you. The driver's ring piece is moving faster than a rat down a drain at this moment as he realises he's left the handbrake undone and he runs to the front of the truck trying to avert disaster. But hang on, there's still a chance for him to save it. He's going to open the door and jump in, but he can't because he forgot that he locked it earlier. The truck touches that grass bank, the driver touches cloth, and it's all downhill from there. But fair play to him, if that door had been open, he could have stopped that. And how lucky was matey with a red Audi there, look. And what an absolute miracle that nobody else got hurt. Here's Urban John on the motorway, and as you can see, everybody's behaving themselves. Everybody apart from Captain Clueless in the black Golf there. But hang on a minute, Audi drivers don't like to be overtaken or undertaken. There's Sergeant Simpleton on the right, and coming out of his slipstream is Brigadier Bellend in the blue Audi with the black windows in hot pursuit of Captain Clueless in the black Golf. And now Sergeant Simpleton, realising he's just been undertaken by another Audi, reverts into default Audi driving mode, flat out and senseless. Here's Tony B on his bike, and just have a look at these pair of living and breathing anal discharges. You just know they're out and about looking to steal bikes or whatever they can, didn't you? Look, he did contact the police and later forwarded that video, so you never know. Here's Matt C up on the A140 in Norfolk. Now you see these arrows painted on the road saying to keep over to the left. Well, they don't mean that anymore. They mean keep over to the right. And double white lines, they mean cross them whenever you like and stay on that side of the road for as long as you like. And here he is again, mounting the curb as he goes into the roundabout. If stupidity was a contagious disease, that right there is patient 0. Nick spotted this one. Now, what smooth-brained doofus would get out of their car, look at those road markings and think it was all right to park there? Seriously. And look at this weapon whose centaur I spotted. Anyone who parks like that is mentally cattle-trucked. Last but not least, we got this low-capacity hemorrhoid. And no, I didn't block the registration out. That's how I got the picture. This from Clackstars Dashcam on YouTube. Now, when it comes to letting other road users know that you've got the mental capacity of a polo mint, nothing quite beats moving to the left without checking your mirror and ripping your own bumper off. Now, this brainless gimp here, we're going to call him Superman. Why? Because Superman's got supervision. This idiot needs supervision. I mean, seriously, the only thing you need from this escaped circus chimp that can drive is distance and lots of it. Well, that's it for this one, everybody. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. I put a playlist there on the right if you want to watch some more of my videos. Thanks to everyone who sent in clips. Have a fantastic weekend, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye.